Welcome. I don't know why I just said it like that. Welcome. I started to say what's up and welcome simultaneously. Welcome, guys, to the stream. Welcome, guys, to the stream. I appreciate every single one of you guys for always joining me. I'm just jumping on here for a little bit. I was going to start recording some 281 predictions. I have two in the bank ready to go, but I figured I would jump on here and we could talk some MMA. It's only 9:40. It's a Friday, so even better. I figured a bunch of you guys might jump in here on a Friday. Seems like Friday streams do the best always. And here I am. And there's some big news going around that I don't believe is factual. And we're going to find out on the stream whether or not it's factual. I'm thirsty as hell. Don't forget to like the stream. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to share the stream. I don't know. And throw some questions in the chat. But what's going on, guys? What's up, French fries? What's up, homework? What's up, Charlie? What's up, Sinister? The Cyber Wizard says Charles versus Bernile. I'm assuming you mean Beneil Dariush. I think that makes the most sense. Charles Oliveira versus Beneil Dariush. We're going to talk about that more in depth here in a minute. What's up, Patty Mills? What's going on, my friend? White Magic. Good evening, Mr. Joey. Yeah, Mr. Joey for sure. That's the nickname. What's up, Bitsy? NKS. Immediately $2 super chat. We're not even up for 2 seconds. Immediate super chat. I'm extremely tired, by the way, guys. I don't know if I mentioned that yet. I think I told you guys in the Discord. But this ought to be a fun one. I'm actually like, I'm really, really tired, so this should be a fun stream, as always, when I'm exhausted. But thank you, NKS, for the $2 super chat, for the college fun for the kids to be. If you keep it up, man, I'm going to be good to go. I need to start raking in those donations for the new PC. I was trying to build my PC. Was it last night? I think, yeah, it was last night. French Fries was helping me in the Discord. And it's going to be over $4,000 for a new PC. The one I want. What I want. The specs I want. To have the ability to render 4K videos really fast. And also future-proof it for like 10 years at least. So I'm going to be buying that very soon. So I appreciate all the donations, guys. I always appreciate it. What's up, JJ Smoke? What's going on? There you go. I dapped you up. For real, because I've been missing the last few. Appreciate you. Are you expecting? I am not expecting. But NKS is always ready for the future children. But if I ever am, I'll make sure to milk it on here for donations, okay? Jesus Christ, bro, that ain't even worth it. It is worth it for me. It'll save me hours upon hours in render times. And like stuff like that. Hey, bro, according to MMA News, Oliveira versus Fiziev in the works for UFC 283. I love both guys, but what do you think? Well, this is honestly what inspired me to do this stream. Because apparently this is being discussed everywhere, including my own Discord. I have yet to find one legitimate source. I have found not one legitimate source. Yes, NKS. I'm gonna have that by the time it's time. I mean, NKS is gonna single-handedly send my firstborn child to college. I believe. I mean, single-handedly. Soon he's gonna have to start upping them to 5s and 10s, and then we're really gonna be, ahead of the game. I am so sick and tired of these dumb ass MMA websites and Instagrams throwing shit at the wall and praying that it sticks. I guarantee there is no legitimate, source on Charles Oliveira versus Rafael Fiziev. Someone is just throwing shit at the wall and hoping it sticks. It's a rumor. It's no different than Colby versus Hamzat. Colby versus Hamzat is actually more legitimate. There is no legitimate sources anywhere. Now, that fight could very well happen. I suspect that it will not happen. I do not believe Charles Oliveira versus Rafael Fiziev will be made next. I do not think it's going to happen. If it did, it would shock me. It would outright shock me if it did. As far as how would it go down, I'm a big believer in Charles Oliveira. I predicted him to beat Islam Makhachev, which I was dead wrong on. I predicted him to beat Dustin Poirier. I predicted him to beat Justin Gaethje. I predicted him to beat Michael Chandler. I predicted him to beat Tony Ferguson. I've been on the Charles Oliveira train for a long time. Okay? But I've also been on the Rafael Fiziev train for a long time. And unless Oliveira gets Rafael Fiziev down, unless he is able to get him down, Rafael Fiziev is going to beat the living shit out of Charles Oliveira. He's going to brutally finish him on the feet. Maybe he drops Oliveira. Oliveira plays that game where he recovers on his back and gets back up and hopes to catch Fiziev. But strike for strike, Fiziev is just too technical, too powerful, has an amazing variety of attacks. If it does happen, I'm going Rafael Fiziev early prediction. But I do not believe it will happen. I think it's too far-fetched that they're going to make Oliveira versus Fiziev already. You know, after that fight just happened and, you know, Fiziev's kind of far down the rankings. I think if anything gets made, I think it'll be Oliveira versus Beneil. Beneil seems very willing, and Beneil just had a meeting with Dana White. So I really don't believe it. I don't believe it enough to do this. Somebody clip this out. Per sources, I'm hearing that Rafael Fiziev versus Charles Oliveira at UFC 283 in Brazil is fake news. And we are actually getting Charles Oliveira versus Beneil Dariush at UFC 283 in Brazil. Beneil Dariush looking to cement his claim for the lightweight title shot and fight the winner of Islam Makhachev versus Alexander Volkanovski, which take place at UFC 284 in Perth, Australia. So there you go. There you go. I don't think it's happening, guys. I'm telling you right now, I believe 100% that it is fake news. I don't even know if Oliveira is going to fight in Brazil. I think it kind of makes sense, but it's kind of a quick turnaround, weight cut, all those issues. But we'll see. We'll see. But I'm telling you guys right now, if you guys want to trust my gut, what you guys want to hear what my gut feeling is, it's not going to happen. Bitsy, thank you for the $10, I guess. I don't know what A10 is. But either way, thank you for the $10 holla. I appreciate you. You said towards the new PC. I am buying a new PC. I need it for the 4K renders. Thank you for your donation. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I'm going to buy it soon. So thank you very much. Okay. Got a plan for that tuition? That I do. What's up, Sobro? What's up, Brendan? Maybe one day you can tell your kid a viewer help them go to college. You know, I'm just going to have to name him NKS 432 at this point. Yeah. So Little Seal said hanging with the boys. I mean, full violence is pretty legit, but who knows? They say it's in the works. Full violence is bullshit. They're a little bit more accurate than others, but they're throwing shit at the wall and they're just reporting shit other people are reporting. Full violence is not a reliable source at all. I don't even follow them. They're horse shit. Full violence has no legitimate sources. You will never convince me that they do. People, for some reason, I think it's because they tend to like repost actual legitimate sources from news, but they don't have any sources themselves. They regurgitate it. And then I think sometimes they make up shit and then they delete it. So there you go. Patty Mills, thank you for the $10 donation. PC fund, my friend. I greatly appreciate you, man. It will go towards it. I have spent more on my setup currently than I have made on YouTube. And when I buy my PC, I'm going to be like deep in the hole for my YouTube setup. But guess what? It doesn't bother me at all because I think one day in the very near future, in the next year to 2 years, I will make it back tenfold. So appreciate you, man. Appreciate the early support. I will always remember the early supporters, the early donators, and thank you guys for the donations towards the PC fund. It will 100% be going towards that very, very soon. UFC 282 apparently official. Yan vs. Ankalaev co-main Pimlet feature. What's your take? I think it's an okay card. Pimlet, you know, being the featured fight. What else was on there? I feel like there was something else better on there. Let me take a look-see. Yeah, that, I mean, Pimlet versus Jarrett Gordon being over top Bryce Mitchell, Ilia Topuria is kind of disturbing, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Charles just tweeted, it's not happening. I need a break. Sounds about right to me. Getting RF down is no, Rafael Fiziev down is no joke. He's a striker with perhaps the best takedown defense I've seen since Chuck Liddell. Yeah, there you go. He's not fighting Purge Twitter. There you go. You think Charles is fighting at 283? That's up for debate. That's like maybe. But he's definitely not fighting Rafael Fiziev, in my opinion. It's just my opinion, though. And Rafael Fiziev is legit the best striker I've seen in the UFC, not Adesanya him. I've mentioned this many times. And, you know, let me know in the chat if you were here for this, because I've mentioned this so many times now. Somebody sent me a message when I first started my YouTube channel and said, who is somebody that's currently not ranked that you could see as a future champion? And the answer to that question was Rafael Fiziev. I'm hoping somebody in here was in there, but we'll see. Bit too early? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Australian dollars, told you you'll be there when Volk becomes double champ. Awesome. Appreciate you, man. Australian dollars. Thank you for the 10 Australian dollars. Best thing about your channel, you don't make sound bites for clicks. Nothing but legit takes. Respect. Yeah, I'm never going to cover fake news. I'm literally not. I'm not covering fake fight announcements. You know, there's people out there who just jump on the craze anytime there's, you know, a fake fight announcement and jump on it. Now, I will make videos and sometimes speculate on my own that I think a fight is happening. But I make it very clear in the beginning of the video that this is pure speculation. And it's also a very good educated guess. But, you know, the people who act like it's official, even though it's not, drive me nuts. It's all over Twitter, too. Yo, what's up, Joey? So you do think this Oliveira stuff is BS? Yes. The PC will pay off. I will be getting one. Oliveira tweeted, not happening. There you go. Build your own. It's cheaper and easy. I mean, I've looked at that too, but you know, when I've compared some of the ones that I can kind of customize and have built for me and sent to me compared to the other prices, the prices of the ones that are kind of pre-built and customizations are cheaper. And there you go. I guess French Fries is talking about it right there. Given the fact that Charles says he needs a break, he probably won't fight in Brazil. Yeah, it sucks because I would want to see him in Brazil. So, but yeah, it seems very quick, but I would like to see him in Brazil. When you see fighters like Rafael, Arman, Gamrot, I don't see hope for Patty. I don't believe Patty will ever be a top 15 lightweight unless he's absolutely gifted it. And then I don't see how he navigates his way through that division at that point. Fight you're most excited for by the end of the year? I mean, there's not many. Israel Adesanya, Alex Pereira, Michael Chandler, Dustin Poirier. All sound fights. And there's probably some other underrated ones I'm not thinking of. Stop by, leaving that like. Appreciate you. Yeah, guys, if you have not yet, do me a favor and like the stream. I was there. I remember. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. There you go. Has so much light heavyweight fights and heavyweight. 282 has so much light heavyweight fights and heavyweight. Hopefully 282 is solid. It's right around the corner, too. It's not that far away. Okay, Joey, until RDA fight, I wasn't 100% on the Fiziev bandwagon. He's legit. Flying knee, 5th round KO. So, I want to see Rockhold versus Costa 9 more times. Okay. I mean, I think you're the only one, but okay. If anyone would do it, though, it would be Charles. Dude has been active these last few years. Yeah, I agree. I agree. Imagine if they gave Paddy actual good fighters. Arman Fiziev would legit leave his corpse in the octagon. Yeah, it would be very, very brutal. It would be very, very brutal, honestly. Um, I mean, they would never even consider doing that. They would never even consider doing that. Paddy Pimblett, I mean, the only person he could even have a chance at beating within the division would be within the top 15 of the division would be Tony Ferguson's corpse right now. And I still don't even think he's beaten Tony Ferguson, to be quite honest. Paddy Pimblett has shown no redeeming qualities in his skill set. I'm not impressed whatsoever. And that's not me being a hater. I actually kind of like Paddy. I think he's kind of interesting. Striking is mediocre at best. Grappling is mediocre at best. Submissions are okay. They're average, maybe. Power is decent for the division. Technical ability, Defensive responsibility, non-existent. Chin, yeah, it's good, but in a way, like, okay, eventually it's going to go. It's going to disappear on you. So, I don't know. I don't know how Paddy would succeed at all in the top 15 of the lightweight division. So, he fights Arman, going to lose badly. He's going to get brutalized, worse than Yoel Alvarez. Fiziev would just murk him right off the jump. First round, brutal KO. So, yeah, I don't know. I think the Paddy train will maybe last another year or two. So, that's about it. And then eventually he's going to have to fight someone, and it's going to be like, he's going to get murked. Olives is legit the coolest number. Oliveira is legit the coolest cucumber I've ever seen. No rushing or anything, and super respectful. Like even his trash talk versus the Dagestans was hardly trash. There you go. Are you streaming the fights tomorrow? I'm 50-50. I may not. I got a lot of videos to work on, so I may not, honestly. I'm working on 281 predictions. I have 2 in the bank so far. I did Aaron Blanchfield versus Molly McCann, and I did Dominic Reyes versus Ryan Spann. So now I got to do Brad Riddell versus Hanato Moicano, and then I got to do the entire main card. Did John Jones negotiate his way out of 282 or what? I think it's Stipe that's the holdup, but you don't know. Would love to see you do an MMA ranking video. Put all the fighters across every promotion to do a ranking. Dude, that's going to be impossible for me. I have a horrible time doing that. Joe, you are way off in your assessment of Paddy's grappling. What, did I give him too much credit? He got out-grappled by Jordan Levitt, who's much smaller than him and not that good himself. Got out-grappled for the entire first round. So, Arman would absolutely dominate him in the grappling. Paddy has absolute zero chance to ever be a champion. Ever. I don't think anything is claiming Paddy would be top 15 worthy, though. I agree. I don't think anyone is. Or very few people are. Speaking of Joel Alvarez, I couldn't believe how bad Arman killed him in there. High stakes prospect versus prospect and super entertaining. I picked Joel Alvarez in that fight. And Arman went out there and just beat the living shit out of him. I mean, beat the living shit out of him. And it was actually like crazy. Remember how bad Joel was bleeding too? Weren't there people saying, I remember somebody in the chat telling me, like, oh, Joel Alvarez should have won, but he won, but he made a mistake or something. I can't remember what it was about. But it was something so dumb. If anybody remembers what I'm talking about, let me know. Who wins Sarukian versus Oliveira because Rahman lasted longer to Islam? I don't know. It'd be it'd be an interesting fight. I'd go Oliveira at this point. Because I think Sarukian's striking leaves a lot to be desired. Oliveira probably be able to outstrike him. But I don't know. It's hard to say. It's hard to say. We see the videos, but how much work does it really take behind the scenes? A ridiculous amount. A ridiculous amount of work. Way more than you could possibly imagine, honestly. Anyone that makes videos understands that. You see a 15-minute video. Like the other night, I spent 3 hours making graphics for, I believe, 4 videos. Just going and getting side-by-sides pictures, making the side-by-sides, making the tail of the tapes, just to make the videos a little bit more interesting. And I think, let me check. I think I did it for 4 videos or 3 videos. And it took me like 2.5 hours, 3 hours. Because it's hard to find quality pictures of some of these fighters. And it's so annoying because I just don't like to give up and get a shitty picture. I think I did, I'm going to see what I got in the bank right now. I did 3. I did Riddell Moicano, Molly McCann, Aaron Blanchfield, Reyes Span. I have all 3 side-by-sides, which I have a regular side-by-side, which I will use in the video as well as the thumbnail. I have the weigh-in side-by-side, and then the tail of the tape graphic. So 3 graphics for each video. Takes a significant amount of time. Apex has effed up UFC fight nights. UFC matchmaking got lazy. Seems about right. Besides O'Malley and Patty, who do you think the fans believe will be a champion, but you completely disagree? I don't know. Off the top of my head, I don't know anyone else that's really... I mean, I don't think the fans believe that Patty's going to be a champion. I don't think anyone believes Patty's going to be a champion, do they? Does anybody believe Patty Pimlet will be a champion? That's crazy if true. I never even suspected that. I don't know. I don't know. Can't think of anyone right now. Since when has it become illegal to say hot takes? Also, how is saying Charles beats Vanille a hot take? Patty's isn't going to be champ. His skill set isn't at the level of his peers in the division. He does not have time to make that up. He might be a champ in one or Pride, but not UFC or Bellator. I agree. Thoughts on O'Malley versus Aljo? Aljo would wreck Sean O'Malley, take him down and control him on the ground. Did you see Charles Fiziev rumor at 283? It's just not true. It's fake. Do you think the less time making videos, the more you perfect your craft? Honestly, no. I think the more I perfect my craft, the longer it takes me to make videos. Because I just want to make them better and better and better and better and better. The other day I recorded a 15-minute video. This one actually really hurt. I recorded a 15-minute video and I forgot. I hadn't deleted my memory card in like 2 weeks. And I had a bunch of 4K content on there from 280 and all that stuff. And this 15-minute video was going to take about 18 minutes long. It was going to take about 17, 18 minutes long. And I'm 15 minutes in and popped up on my camera 1 minute remaining on memory card. And so I rushed through the ending. And then I said, you know what? I can't stomach that. I don't like the way that turned out. So then I deleted it and I restarted, even though it hurt. It hurt so bad. And then on top of that, if you notice my thumbnails, the pictures I use within the videos are always high quality as long as those high quality pictures exist. So the more I perfect my craft, the longer it takes because I just want everything to be perfect, at least in my eyes. O'Malley's going to be champ soon. O'Malley beats Cejudo. LOL. O'Malley wrecks Aljo, and I'm not even a fan of O'Malley. Okay. Chael is the only guy who says Patty can become champ, but we already know about his bullshit. Yeah, Chael's full of shit. I wouldn't trust anything Chael says. we see him stuff takedowns from an old RDA man that ain't an elite grappler, but we don't know. We don't know. You know, the thing is, you don't know how good his grappling is, but it looked decent against RDA. Wasn't he kind of getting effed up on the feet by RDA? Not that I remember. Bro, Full Send posted it. I think it's real. No, it's not. Full Send is not a legitimate source either. Oliveira doesn't have good takedowns. RDA is arguably better at takedowns. Yeah, I would kind of agree with that. I mean, I think Oliveira has okay, but it's not great. It's more predicated on like people following him to the ground or him dropping people. Yeah, you're trying to go after Volk is laughable. What did he say? Appreciate all the small details. I appreciate it. Guys, if I get deleted, you know why. Dude, shut up. Nobody's deleting you for having a different opinion. But why do I feel like that name? Why does that name? Is that name trying to say something weird, dude? I hate that dumb shit. Charles tweeted and said untrue. Untrue rumors. Thanks for clearing that up, Billy. Appreciate you, my friend. Appreciate you very much. Yeah, it's crazy that, I mean, this, it took me one quick search and I didn't find anything on Twitter. I'm going to go take a look. Yeah, he quoted the article and said, not going to happen. Hilarious. They just throw, yeah, Ariel Helwani even responded to it. Cool fight, but I never reported this. Yeah, so there you go. MMA Uncensored said, per Ariel Helwani. These sites are garbage. These sites are straight up garbage. I can't believe people believe this shit. I mean, like, seriously. And I know we all fall for some bullshit every once in a while, but it's seriously unreal that this shit gets regurgitated and posted everywhere and this and that. And it's just fake ass shit. Fake ass shit. It's not happening. Okay, do you think a UFC fighter has ever gone into a fight thinking they have no chance? I got that vibe from Nate's schedule. Oh, for sure. For sure. Nate definitely knew he was going to get... Trying to call for a title shot when his win is nothing better than Arnold Allen. Josh Emmett got the best win, and it's not a good one. Yeah, he didn't even win. Editing yourself will always be special. Takes a lot of pride knowing you did it all by yourself. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Editing doesn't take me too long. It's just a matter of getting in the images where they need to go. And then occasionally if I mess up something and I have to edit it out real quick. What's up, Keep Out? Chael is the court gesture of the UFC. Throws him a nickel, he'll do a monkey dance for you like he does for Ridge Wallets. They didn't for a while, and he immediately endorsed another Slim wallet. Yeah, dude, Chael can be bought and sold with absolute ease. Goat. Dude, I was just messing with Goat. Calm down. Full Send MMA does have Dana nuts wrapped around them. Yeah, but they don't know what they're talking about half the time. What is this guy even talking about, dude? Why are you just posting weird shit in the chat? Full Send is the closest to Dana White. Dude, they're not talking to him every day. It's literally the reporter. I mean, the reporter has no attachment to him. It's the main Nelk guys that have an attachment with him. Yeah, MMA experts, we were just talking about this. What's going on, man? Oliveira versus Rafael Fiziev is not going to happen. The shit's fake news, dude. I could say that with the utmost confidence. So, okay. We're going to get rid of that guy. Good. Adios. Adios. Find a new channel. But people just, for some reason, one Instagram post, one tweet, and it just spreads like wildfire when there's no legitimate source. So, I'm 100% confident. I was actually saying on stream, when I first started this stream 30 minutes ago, I was saying on stream that it was fake news, that there's no legitimate source saying it. And like 10 minutes after I said that, Charles Oliveira quoted it and said, this is not true. and tweeted it out himself. So, but it definitely is a great fight. It's a fun matchup, but it's not happening. I don't think Oliveira's going to fight Rafael Fiziev. I don't think the UFC would even make that fight. I think they're going to make a fight for Charles Oliveira to kind of have a chance to win and bounce back. And I think Fiziev is like the worst possible matchup for Charles Oliveira. I'm going Rafael Fiziev all day. So, it's one of those things where, it's just, he just fought 2 weeks ago. He's not fighting Rafael Fiziev that quick of a turnaround. I hate that one MMA reporter. Yeah, he's definitely a weirdo. Fiziev versus Dariush. Sign me up. I want to see Fiziev versus Justin Gaethje. That's the fight to make. Guys, make sure to hit the like button. Yeah, guys, if you could like the stream, I would greatly appreciate it. It's fake news. Damn, yes. Justin is ducking Fiziev. I think it'll end up happening. I think it'll end up happening. That just makes the most sense. The UFC has to make it. Joe, you ever going to start interviewing fighters, or will you let things run as they are run? For me, it's not about like interviews in particular. We were talking about this the other day. It's more or less like having guests, fighters and stuff. I don't want to be one of these like super, like, or try to be one of these like super, like interview, like medium type people. I'm not really into that type of stuff. I'd like to have some fighters on, have some conversations, ask some questions as if like, like an interview, but more of like a guest thing. Have, so-and-so on as a guest. Dana White has checked out. He's moving into Joe Rogan's territory. We'll see. Justin Taffa versus Parker Porter. Is that on this Saturday's card? When is that coming up? I feel like I've seen that, but I don't know. I can't remember, and I'm exhausted right now, so my brain's fried. Do you think it's unfair Rosas Jr. higher up on the card than Curtis Buckley? It's a little bit weird, but the UFC likes to... I've told you guys this before. We complained about the prelims and this and that, and this fight's on the main card, that fight's not on the main card. But what it comes down to is the UFC builds each part of their cards as if they're their own card. They want to put a fight to attract people to the early prelims. They want to put a fight to attract people to the prelims. And that's why sometimes the opening fight on the pay-per-view main card will be shittier than the last fight on the prelims, i.e. Manon Fuhrer versus Caitlin Chukagian, Bilal Muhammad versus Sean Brady. How's your fiance, I think is what you're asking there. Yeah, that's definitely what you're saying. It's weird seeing that word. Good. Everything's good. Yeah, so no complaints. Any MMA rules you would like to see changed? I think it's kind of the weight misses should be an automatic point taken. I don't know, man. I hate change in general. So, there's not any rules in particular that, there's sometimes I think about like, oh, would I like to see knees to a downed opponent? But I don't know. For right now, is there any rules you'd like to change? Because there's no rules off the top of my head that I'm like, oh, we need this rule. I think it's all right now. Why they be doing Charles like that? It's not true. UFC 284, I believe. If you're asking for a prediction, I'm going Parker Porter. I think Parker Porter's the GOAT of the heavyweight division. It's like, I don't know. I really don't know in that fight. I mean, that's a 50-50 fight. I probably lean Taffa, actually. Parker Porter's just terrible. So, dude, stop spamming the chat. Robbie Lawler's chances versus Ponzinibbio, very slim. Very, very slim. I don't think it's super likely to happen. The only change I'd like to see is 5 judges. I think 5 judges, I mean, that's not really a rule change, but I've been clamoring for 5 judges for a while. So, that's what I would like to see. Because I think you'd be, at least, hopefully, get more you get more consistent scorecards. Piotr Jan as well, and Vicente Luque utilizing the high guard in MMA. Okay. Any fights that have a title shot implication should automatically be 5 rounds, even if it's the third on the main card. I like that idea too. I like that opponent that idea too. Knees to down opponent, 12 to 6 elbows. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. It's just been not in the UFC for so long. I don't know if all of a sudden I'd like to see it or not. So. L guy. Hi, Joey. What's up? How did the Maximov poll go? Nobody cared. Nobody cared about Maximov leaving the UFC. So that's how the poll went. I think it was 65 or 70% didn't care. 25, 30% cared. Apparently, Maximov, someone sent me in the Discord earlier, Maximov tweeted out, "Don't believe everything you read online." So, fence grabbing, yeah, there should be more. There's a rule that I would like to see. Fence grabbing should result in more point deductions. I would like to see, especially egregious fence grabs, point deduction immediately. And placed on your back immediately as well. Not even 5 judges, just judge aren't evidently bought by the UFC. I don't think the judges are bought by the UFC. I think they're just incompetent. Who's the next UFC president, Joey? No idea. I don't think they're rigging scorecards. It's just not worth it. That's a lie. We all care. Nobody cares about Nick Maximov. Nick Maximov ducking Chris Curtis. Nah, he would never fight Chris Curtis. Chris Curtis would be a nightmare matchup for Maximov, I think. Every card, there seems to be at least one controversial decision. It could be ruining the sport. These judges need to be held accountable. I agree. I'm tired of after every fight card, instead of talking about the fights and analyzing the fights and discussing, what this guy did well and that guy did well and this crazy finish and this crazy submission and this crazy knockout. Instead, who did you think win? Who did you think win? Who did you think win? Or who did you think won? See, now you guys can tell how tired I am. Every car, okay. Also, maybe more weight class. I don't like the idea of more weight classes. I've always been against that. But it could be one of those things that would be enacted and then, then it would be a little bit better and maybe make a lot more sense and seem right. Social intentional glove holding. Yeah, but that's a little less egregious than fence grabbing. Thoughts on bare knuckle FC? I have no interest in bare knuckle FC. I'm just like I don't know if I'm like some type of MMA purist or something. I have no interest in boxing. I don't know why I keep saying it wrong. I have no interest in boxing. I have no interest in bare knuckle FC. I have no interest in YouTuber boxing. And when I say I have no interest, I don't mean like some people who like mildly care about it. For me, the things that I just specifically mentioned compared to MMA might as well be knitting. Like I literally actively block it out. Like if I'm like scrolling through like Twitter, like reading updates from different, media accounts or whatever, and I see like something about YouTube boxing or BKFC, I just scroll right past it. Like my mind doesn't even register it. Like it's weird and it's hard to explain. Hold on, my eyes itching now. My brain's fried right now, by the way, guys. I'm super tired. But my brain, it's like, how you skim over something? You ever have one of those like trick sentences where you skim over it and you read it you read it the right way, but you go back and check and it's actually wrong? Like it's written wrong? My brain can't even register and think about that type of stuff. Like I have just zero interest in it ever. So I know some people like it. People just like combat sports in general. But for me, I'm just like, I'm watching the UFC. I'm watching Bellator. I'm watching PFL. I'm watching ONE. I'm watching occasional Rise. I just don't got any more room. I don't got any more room in my brain for any more of that stuff. And for me, it's just not interesting. I love MMA because it's like a pure fight. It's a pure fight with all disciplines. And that's what interests me the most. So I know that's a long answer, but I try to give you a good answer there. But that's why, I did a live stream the other day and I briefly talked about the YouTube boxer and Anderson Silva, which, I literally have not discussed. I literally skip over every question about him for the last year and a half since I started this channel. I just do not talk about it. But, for one occasion, I said, you know what, I'll talk about this. And I actually talked about it for like 15 minutes straight, gave my kind of opinions on it. Because that one in particular, what disgusted me was, like, I didn't really discuss any of the fight. I didn't watch the fight. Was more of the MMA community and the MMA media's obsession with it is what I discussed. Not the actual fight or the abilities of either guy, if that makes sense. Sebastian816, thank you for the $5 donation. I appreciate you. What's good, Joey? Missed the last few streams live. Hope all is well. Stay solid, brother. Thank you, Sebastian, man. I greatly appreciate your donation. Thank you for being a member as well, man. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Sebastian, you're one hell of a supporter. Thank you. What did Sugar say about you? Watch a quick clip, but didn't get it all. Somebody donated to him and asked him about me. And he basically said, look, if you're fat, I don't care about your opinion. And it just makes zero sense. I mean, I don't care. Like, what's he going to say? But, why would he care about my opinion regardless? I certainly don't care about his opinion. Why even if I was, 6'5" and jacked, why would he give a shit about my opinion? So I think he's awfully sensitive. But at the end of the day, I just think it's funny that someone's donating to him, asking about me. I thought it was pretty hilarious. And, even if he was like to really hone in and start talking shit, I'd find it funny. I mean, I posted the clip on my Instagram because I thought it was funny. But also, just to kind of talk back a little bit, like, why would I care what you think? Why would I care what you think of me? Dude, you got face tattoos and you literally take CTE for a living. So, but it's very strange that there's people donating to other people in my name. But actually, even if it's negative, I appreciate it because they're getting my name out there. There's so many people that said they found my channel because some random weirdo was talking shit about me in a chat or this and that. So if you want to see the clip, I posted it on Instagram at MMA Joey C. You can find the full clip. I posted it. It's actually hilarious. And the caption is what really is hilarious. Let me read you guys the caption real quick. So I posted the Sean O'Malley clip. I said, LMFAO, it's a good thing I don't care what people think whose legs were brutally chopped and shucked to the ground, then flash KO'd with brutal ground and pound elbows by Chito Vera so badly they had to call the paramedics in to stretcher him out with no serious injury or I'd be pissed. There you go. That's what I said. It's a good thing I don't care what someone who endured that thinks. So... And you know what's funny? I tagged, when I got this back when I paid to have it framed, this Chito Vera autograph. I tagged Sean O'Malley when I posted this on my story and he saw it. He looked at my story and saw it. So even if just vaguely, at some point he's seen me before, for sure. So it's hilarious. Chito Vera saw it too. I tagged him in it as well. So pretty hilarious, regardless. But I don't mind, honestly. There's way too many people nowadays that are just super soft. You can't be online if you're going to be soft, because people are just ruthless. So for me, there is nothing anyone said about me or to me on YouTube or otherwise that could ever in a million years even come remotely close to me and my friends. Okay? And we've been doing that since elementary school. So... you can't get at me at all. You can't upset me at all. Fair, brother. Yes, it is. Yeah, I know some people are into it. Some people aren't. Like, it would take something crazy for me to watch, really. I think I actually watched, somebody asked me to check out something. I can't remember what it was, Bare Knuckle FC, and I watched something. It was like some crazy cut or something one time. I don't see where Fiziev beats Islam. He would have to stuff the takedowns and it would be on the feet. So I love MMA equals Ryan Hall. Okay. MMA Joey doesn't like boxing, bare knuckle boxing. He barely likes MMA. I think MMA Joey just like UFC, not really MMA. You know that meme of like that young blonde boy with the spiky hair and he's sitting on the computer? That's me to you right now, Checkers Lane. Did you see Anthony Smith throw a fit after the Jake Paul win? Man, what fragile egos these guys have. It's not your sport. Just let Anderson get a payday. No, I did not see this. I did see a clip where he said, basically we should be boycotting this. And I actually agree with that. I mean, the guys just, it's partially the UFC's fault for not paying these guys decent enough. But yeah, I tweeted something out, not that long ago, but it's like, dude is dragging 50-year-old men out of retirement to legitimize his boxing career and having them fight in a sport they never fought in. Thoughts on Bisping's channel? I've never really watched his channel, so I can't really say. I know he has a channel. People have talked about it before. But I don't know. I really don't like Bisping, so I don't think I could stomach watching it. Good perspective. 10-minute rant incoming. Marab needs to realize the name of the game and stop being Aljo's water boy. Joey's at his best when he's shit. I'm not shitting on anyone, though. The shit is just corny. The MMA media that are just gobbling this shit up because they want the clicks. They want the headlines. Joey, is it me or does it rub you the wrong way the way Chandler avoided Islam like the plague and now he wants to fight him? Obviously, everyone's going to want the fight. I don't remember him avoiding him like the plague, so you got to fill me in on that one. The dude that donated is weird saying you're 400 pounds and then says you talk shit about Sean. I'm just stating facts. But yeah, if he's donating, it's kind of strange, but it is what it is. It is what it is. I really hope Islam is petty and doesn't fight Chandler. You're going to have to fill me in on this. Sean said that. It's on my Instagram, man. If you want to check out the full video, it's on my Instagram, at MMA Joey C. Literally my last post. I posted it like 5 days ago. Fuck Sugar, we love Joey. Dude, you don't even need to hate him for that. I mean, I just think it's kind of funny. Goat says, Sugar Sean O'Malley Army. Sugar tries to be edgy so hard it's cringe. Some of these guys are delusional, but they fight in a steel cage for a living. So there probably is a level of that. Yeah, I mean, Sean O'Malley has the personality of a doorknob. And his entire personality basically consists of him dyeing his hair and trying to appear flamboyant. That's basically it for attention. Oh, I smoke weed and I got marijuana socks on and I'm going to wear a shirt that has a marijuana leaf on it and I'm edgy. And, look at me and I'm wearing tube socks and, oh, I got crackhead tattoos on my chest. And look at me, I'm really cool. And it just appeals to 16-year-old boys. And made a t-shirt about it. There you go. 10-8 Joey. Appreciate you. Bro, you got to be fair. You're soft too. You can't take a couple jabs here and there. I'm not soft at all, dude. I can take as many jabs as possible. So I don't know what exactly you mean. Korean Zombie versus Giga or Korean versus Max? I think Korean Zombie versus Giga makes more sense, and it is happening. I did see it's happening in Korea. So, TKZ versus Giga is already happening unless that was fake too. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that wasn't. I'm pretty sure I saw that from a legitimate source. After every knockout, I wish the ring card girls would flash the crowd. Is that your answer to changing the rules? That's a very weird... Dude, you've been fantasizing for that for way too long. Do you care who Jay... Nope, I do not. So, Jamal Hill going to be calling for a title shot when he beats Smith? Probably. Yeah, you can't really even take any criticism, man. It's funny how you make fun of them for Having CTE, yet you sit on your ass talking about them for chump change with soy boys online for a social life. Okay, I really can't take any criticism. What do you mean by I can't take any criticism? I don't understand what that means because, I read criticism all the time. So that would be taking criticism in my opinion. So I don't know what your definition of taking criticism is. It's funny how you make fun of them for having CTE yet sit on your ass talking about them for chump change with soy boys online for a social life. It's fun. What makes that funny? I enjoy discussing MMA. So I don't know. Your whole message is just completely incorrect. But maybe we're just arguing semantics here. I don't know. I sit on my ass talking for chump change. Bro, you seem very upset. You seem very upset. I think you need to go see a therapist or something, bro. Derek, thank you for the $5 super chat. Can we please get a scary story? Yes, I will give you a scary story. So the other day, I decided, you know what? I am going to get on a live stream, all right? And I jumped on the live stream and I said, you know what? I'm going to talk to my soy boy online friends for chump change. And I said, you know what? I feel like getting on there and talking to them for chump change. I'm talking to all the soy boys. And then I got online and I started talking with them for my social life. And the next thing you know, a guy named Bernie came into my chat and started lobbying criticism. And I can't take any criticism online. So I said, you know what? I got to end this stream. I got to get out of here. I don't have my Venom gear on right now. I can't deal with this. So, I ended the stream. I ran into the other room to get my Venom gear. And turns out it's out the dry cleaners. So there was nothing I could do. I cried myself to sleep. I couldn't take the criticism from Bernie. And I woke up the next day and it was a miserable day after crying myself to sleep all night. But then the very next day, I said, you know what? I got to get over this. I'm going to get back on and I'm going to talk for chump change with the soy boys yet again. So I hope that was scary enough for you. Thoughts on Lionheart? I think Lionheart is a decent fighter. But at this point, he's like a gatekeeper for the top 5. What's your favorite upcoming event? 281. Chandler never ducked Islam. That's what I'm trying to figure out. I don't remember that. I like Sean and Joey. I'm in a hard spot here. Dude, you're not in a hard spot. You can like Sean. You can like Sean, bro. Nobody's telling you not to like Sean. Checking in, Joey. Keeping up with the streams. I love tuning in. Thank you, Amari. I greatly appreciate you. Thank you. I'm trying to catch up with the chat, I'm trying to catch up, see if I can find any more criticism in here. Aljo wants to move up so his butt buddy Marab can get the 135 title. Dude, nobody wants Marab as champ. UFC posted Thrill and Agony. Sean literally thought he lost. Dude, team was begging him to put his hands up. Sean knew he lost. There's no doubt about that. He's never going to admit that, but he 100% knew he lost. But Sean and his team, say what you will about them, they are one of the best at spinning narratives. And they spin a narrative after every fight. So that's what they'll continue to do. And they'll say, you know what? He won. It's just that Islam has called out Chandler to his face and Chandler was just like, Islam hasn't fought anyone. So I think they just talk shit back and forth, dude. I don't think either one of them has ducked each other. Part of his brand is weed because he's got partnerships with electric bong companies. Fair enough. That's his entire personality is a weed smoker. I hope you enjoyed that scary story, Derek. Yeah, there's nothing scarier than getting criticism lobbied at you from a guy named Bernie. That is as scary as it gets. Chandler was pretty much doing what you hate and holding his rank hostage to fight Justin or Dustin. Yeah, but I don't know if he was ever offered any of those fights. That's what I'm saying. So I don't think he was holding his rank hostage. But maybe I missed something. What's my favorite pizza topping? You guys are going to hate me. I give you the most bland answers for these. Nothing. I like cheese. Only cheese pizza. Are the rumors true about Abus Nurmagomedov versus Caio Borralho in Rio? I have not seen that. I hope so. That's a great fight. And if so, who would win? I take Abus Nurmagomedov. Or Magomedov. I don't know if I said it right the first time. Might Sports collab soon. I don't even know who that is. What type of chances do you give Jeff Neal to beat Shavkat? I think he has a legit shot, but I think Shavkat's better everywhere. Who let bro back in the chat? MMA experts with some laughing faces. I'm not sure what that's about. I'm assuming it's something about the whole criticism thing. MMA Joey is far from soft, steady as a rock since the start. There is literally, I am impossible. I want you guys to know this. I am literally impossible to upset. So it's literally not possible. So you can try, but it's just not possible. Chandler, okay, read that. I'm talking shit, brother. This is just a lot of people's opinion, which is why your channel doesn't grow. Yeah, I'm sure you got a great channel. My channel has not grown. Yeah. I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing. Will you interview me when I become welterweight champion? I'll think about it, bro. It depends if you criticize me or not. W Joey, L Bernie. If you didn't care, you wouldn't ban someone once a stream man. If you didn't care, you wouldn't ban someone. I'm not even sure what you're saying. If people are spamming in the chat with off the wall shit, they get timed out. And then if they come back and they continue to spam the chat with off the wall shit, then they get banned. End of story. You know, you are free to go watch whoever you want. You were here watching me. You were here watching me. I'm not here watching you, Bernie, okay? So if you don't like it, go watch somebody else. I don't need you to be here. I'm doing this for fun. Yeah, do I make some money off of it? Sure. Is that awesome? Yeah. Would I love to do it full time? Yes. I'm doing this for fun in my spare time, okay? In all my spare time for the most part. So if you don't like it, you can just fuck right off, bro. But if you can't, it seems like you can't handle the criticism, man. I think you need to see a therapist. Charles is not fighting Fiziev. I know, I said that earlier. NKS, thank you for the $5 super chat. Bernie, you hurt my feelings. Now I'm going to cry. Here are some chump change from a soy boy, Joey. Not for the college fund, but for the social life. I'm going to take that $5. I'm going to spend it on my social life. So I will 100% go spend that on my social life. Thank you, NKS, aka Soy Boy. I appreciate your donation. Thank you for the chump change. You know, it's an okay donation, but it's a bit of chump change, you know. Appreciate you. Okay, where was I at? Joe, if you were sent some marijuana socks, would you wear them? I don't know, man. I really don't. I think I would start like punching dummies out in the sun. And I'd probably start vaping too. And it's just like, then next thing you know, I'm getting crackhead tattoos. And I'm paying them with crack. And I'm paying them before I even get the tattoo. So then there you go. That scary story was awesome, bro. Haha, you never disappoint. Just stop banning people. Probably why you have 5K, because you block people and they have to make 20 accounts each. Dude, you are far too sensitive. That is so weird. If you're making 20 accounts so you can participate in the chat, you must actually love this channel. What's going on, Joey? What's up, Fast? Joe, you don't like the pineapple on the pizza? I don't like anything on pizza. I don't even like, to be honest, my fiance likes pepperoni on her pizza, and I don't even like to get like half and half because I feel like I can taste the pepperoni on my half. So yeah, anybody who makes multiple accounts, no life at all. Thank you again, NKS, for the chump change. Is Shavkat versus Jeff official or no? I believe it's official. If it's not official, or if it's not official, it's agreed upon. Why isn't that dude banned yet? His name is literally a bait. What is his name trying to say? Is that trying to say the N-word? I thought that was something, but I couldn't figure it out. Because I don't play those games, dude. If somebody has a name where they're trying to get the N-word said, or they throw some joke in the chat about some weird shit with a racial epithet attached to it, I don't play those stupid fucking games. I don't even find that shit funny. It's not funny. Oh, haha, I got him to say a bad word. So if someone fill me in, if that word, if that name is attempting to do something, because for some reason my brain right now can't process it, and we'll go ahead. Hold on. Never mind. Never. Actually, you guys can let me know one way or another. But let's do a poll real quick. Let's do a fun poll. Guys, go vote in the poll. Let's go vote in the poll. We'll let the tribe speak for itself. Everybody go vote in the poll. Mr. Joey, you're not ever mad one time. My sister ate my spaghetti and made me mad. Yeah, that would suck. Why am I so damn cool? I don't know. Thank you. Yeah, Shavkat versus Neil is official. Okay. I knew it was agreed upon. Who you got in Adesanya versus Pereira? I'm leaning Adesanya. The hundreds of people who claim they've been banned or nothing are just haters. Okay. My room is so clean now. I hope so, bro. I hope so. Those pics are were a little bit disturbing. Hawk lungs with the laughing faces. Do you think Prime Tito Ortiz could beat Alex Pereira? Probably, honestly, probably. The whole Sugar Show persona turns on when he puts the stupid ass socks. Yeah, for sure. For sure. 74%. I'm gonna give you guys another couple minutes to vote as I try to catch up on the chat. Joe, do you got a P.O. box so I can send you some weed socks? Keep them for yourself, my friend. You got nothing better to do than hate and negativity while engaged in another man's business. Keep going, bro. You look funny. Yeah, Bernie obviously has some social issues. I don't believe he probably goes outside. And actually, I kind of feel bad for him. Yes, Joey, they are. January 14th. Okay. I could not remember. I did a video on it, so I was pretty sure it was official. But my brain's a little bit fried right now. I literally can't remember anything. Congrats. Thank you, Hawk Lungs. Nothing any of you guys will say will affect me. All right. Joey, it says burn, you know what? Yeah, it's supposed to say, okay. Yeah, well, that's, the tribe has spoken the tribe has spoken already. So, guys, I want you guys to say, I want everyone to put in the chat, bye, Bernie. Bye, Bernie. Everyone in the chat. Everyone say goodbye to Bernie. Adios. Oh, that's funny, guys. You know he's coming back. He's got like 16 burners. So adios, the tribe has spoken, you little bitch. Dude's gonna beat his mother tomorrow now. Hey, that's a little effed up. Yeah, there you go. I didn't realize that. I knew it was something, but I couldn't figure out what it was. My brain was just kind of a little fuzzy. Exactly. SDF, shut the F up and don't even have the peanuts to acknowledge me, son. Yeah. What's up, so bro? How's your wife doing today? Great. Did you see Izzy's gyno on the UFC IG? No, I did not. Love the channel, so the haters F off. Yeah, the haters can F off for sure. So, dude said Bernie likes it. All right. I got to show all these. Who was the, who remembers Danny Hamilton? Who remembers Danny Hamilton from back in the day? Yeah, go make another account. He's your residential chair, only funnier, all the entertainment, none of the sales pitch. Nah, dude, I think that shit is just corny when people try to put weird shit in their name or try to send weird messages to get people to say weird shit. I don't find that shit funny at all. So, adios. See ya. Chris Curtis emoji. Bye, Bernie. I obliterated the yes button, but he's going to come back. Bye, Bernie. Goodbye, Mr. Gore. Get him out. G2 says peace. Adios. I love how the chat is just full of like Chris Curtis emojis right now. That's the best part. That is the best part for sure. So he'll be back at some point in time, but adios for now. He gave us a little bit of entertainment, so I do respect that. You know, just acting like a weirdo. I really don't like, I really don't like when people have those dumbass names. I really don't. It's just like, come on now. That's the best you could do. Danny Hamilton's a trash can for sure. Izzy's Gyno is back. I'm going to have to go look it up. I feel like some people over-exaggerate this shit. Izzy Gyno. Let's take a look. Latest. The Gyno is back. I can't find the picture. Where can I find the picture exactly? Where can I find the picture? I have no idea. Bernie definitely lives in his mom's basement. No questions asked. Yeah, probably, honestly. The problem isn't that he lives in his mom's basement. The problem is that he never leaves the mom's basement, I think. I think that's the real problem. You know? Leg kick Adesanya. It's making me sad. I wonder what Danny's doing right now. There's pics in the Discord with it. We'll send it again, man. I have no idea where it's at. There's been hundreds of messages today. So there's no way I'm going to be able to go find it. I'm so tired of all these fake, dumbass fight announcements. Okay. I'm a fan of dark humor, but you can get banned for people with names like that in the chat. I just feel like there's no need for it. I don't get what people get out of talking shit online. Should be a mandatory slap people like that. I mean, I'm okay with a little bit of shit talking, but it all depends. It has to be at least slightly humorous. This is the weirdest combo name I've ever heard. Bernie Sanders plus Al Gore. Maybe. I don't know. GOAT comedian Dave Chappelle. That he is. Check Discord. Okay, let's take a look-see for the Gyno. I don't know if it's necessarily back there, dude. I can't really tell. It's so zoomed in and grainy. That picture's so grainy. It's hard to say, man. He's flexing. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what he looks like at weigh-ins. We'll see what he looks like at weigh-ins. That picture's far too low res. Guys, if you could do me a favor and like the stream, I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're watching right now and you're not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Apparently, according to some people, we're not growing here. We're not growing here. I think we've gained like 600 subscribers in the last 30 days. So, we're not growing here. So, guys, go subscribe. I think they put out Yair versus Arnold because they won from TKO injuries related events. I think that makes a lot of sense. I think that fight makes sense. And it is ironic. Imagine that one ended in some type of weird injury. Izzy's Gyno is back. I seen the pic today. All right. I'll take your word for it. I'll have to judge for myself though when we actually get to see him shirtless next week. Yeah, there's no way Charles is fighting Fiziev at 284. I agree. Joey, how hyped are you going to be if they somehow got Colby to fight Hamzat? I will be super stoked. Man, that's an insane fight. I just don't feel like he's going to do it. I don't think that he's going to do it. But it just needs to it's the fight that needs to get made. So I'd be super hyped. To answer your question, I'd be incredibly hyped. I'd be tickled pink. I'd be over the moon. It would be incredible. And I'd be pumped. So there you go. But who knows? Colby's still in witness protection. He may never return. He may never return from witness protection. Ever. He may be gone for good. Do you think Chimaev could outgrapple Islam at 170, or would he have to KO him to win? Do you think Chimaev could outgrapple Islam? It'd be. See, the problem with the Colby. Oh, never mind. The problem with the Chimaev Islam fight is I don't know what Islam would look like at 170 pounds. I feel like Khamzat would be bigger and stronger. I mean, Khamzat is a massive 170 pounder. So I could see Khamzat outgrappling him, but I think Khamzat has the better striking. But it'd be a highly compelling fight because Islam's striking is only getting better. And Khamzat's kind of, crazy and kind of frantic with his striking. And Islam's kind of a little bit more technical and he's trying to just close the distance and get the shot. But I don't think he's taking Khamzat Chimaev down. So I think Khamzat Chimaev probably just wins it, just surely based on the fact that he's much, much larger. But it would all depend on how Islam looked at 170. But to answer your question, if I had to guess, I think Khamzat beats him on the feet and not with the grappling. But the grappling is what helps him beat him on the feet. Because most people find it difficult to strike with Islam Makhachev because of the grappling of him. But if you're not worried about the grappling of him, then you can whoop his ass on the feet, which I believe Khamzat would be so much larger, so much stronger, and equal skill level as well, if not better. It's hard to say, though. That'd be a super fight. I mean, not a super fight. If they both became champions, that I would love to see. That'd be insanity. If Colby won't take the Khamzat fight, should Khamzat wait for the title shot or smash Bilal in the meantime? If Colby's not willing to take it, if Colby's hiding, do Khamzat versus Bilal, I think. Khamzat versus Bilal makes a lot of sense. A lot of sense. They should have a featherweight interim champ fight. Emmett deserves a title shot. Maybe. I don't know. Well, I mean, it's only February. We'll see. So, I really don't get why Colby and Gaethje is in the UFC if they won't ever fight ranked guys. Dude, it's actually really annoying. I'm tired of guys holding their ranking hostage and not fighting each other. The welterweight division has been the biggest example of this over the past few years. Yo, I seen some video with this kid in the closet talking trash on you, Joey. He's rocking Venom gear and bragging about his sub count. That's hilarious, bro. Ankalaev versus Jan Blachowicz prediction. I'm going Ankalaev all the way. I think Blachowicz is getting too old, too slow. He has nasty power. He could get the KO, but Ankalaev's got great striking, great grappling. I think Ankalaev gets the job done. Like, I know what we're all thinking, so I'll say it. The eye test says he's on the juice. Kiwi juice, of course, working wonders for him, just like Bilal's abstinence from cheesesteaks is working for him. All right. All righty then. I can't believe Bilal said he hates cheesesteaks. I really hope we get Jan versus Yuri. Dude, Yuri's going to get chinned by Jan. I feel like if that happens, I feel like Yuri's going to get chinned. Islam is around the same size as Burns, I believe. So it'd be interesting. It'd be interesting for sure. Islam versus Leon, pretty much a 50-50 fight in my books. I think Leon beats Islam. I don't think Islam's going to be able to outgrapple Leon. Khamzat looked bigger than Khabib's cousin in the scuffle. I don't know. I didn't pay too close of attention to that, to be quite honest. Colby is sitting with Chael at the poker table. Yeah, apparently Colby's like a big gambler, I heard. Islam is taller. Okay, I did not know that. I found that hard to believe. I hope Pereira versus Izzy just ends in a KO. Imagine if Izzy KOs Pereira. That would be straight up wild. There's a pic of Islam, Khabib, and Khamzat all together. Khamzat is the biggest, then Islam, then Khabib is the shortest but the thickest. Yeah, Khabib's gotten thick in his retirement for sure. Did you see the picture where Oliveira and Burns stood next to each other? Oliveira made him look like a dwarf, but the thing is Burns has a lot of mass on him. No, I did not. Sebastian, thank you for the $5 super chat. Got the peace out. Have a good night, chat. Joey, keep up the good work, boss. Peace. Thank you, Sebastian. You're the man. I appreciate your support, my friend. Thank you for the $5 donation. I will have a good night, and I hope you do as well. Hope you sleep very well tonight. Did you see read that? Did you see Connor's Instagram? Dude looks 220. Yes, I did. Someone posted it in the Discord, and he looked massive. I mean, he's on PEDs. What do you expect? He's openly on PEDs. What do you guys expect when a guy is openly taking PEDs? He's not being tested by USADA. He's gonna get juiced, and gain a lot of mass. A fight style like Yuri won't last long. Reyes caught him good, and Glover too. Yeah, I think Yan would probably put Yuri out, to be quite honest. It'd be fun, though. It'd be fun because Yuri could put him out, too. So it'd be interesting. But I just have a feeling Yan would just find that punch. And Yuri's just way too crazy. And if he gets clipped by Yan Blachowicz, maybe he would come in and fight smarter. But it's tough to say. I just imagine. Who do you guys, let me know in the chat, who do you guys think would win, Yuri or Yan Blachowicz? Joey, any advice on starting out a new relationship? Just wear lots of Venom gear. Wear lots of Venom gear, and you guys will be happy forever. That's basically my advice. But nah, not really. I don't really have any good advice. Just, I don't know, just be a good person. Izzy's going to spark Alex and then look at his family, mainly his kid, and drop dead. Exactly what Alex kid did to Izzy. It's going to be sweet revenge. That would be nuts. That would be nuts. Brendan would take Yuri. Hamzat is actually an elite level striker. There's a YouTube vid of his striking in his fight against Khalid. Liam has a sample of that. He got carried away in the Burns fight, but he's good. Yeah, I like what I've seen from the striking. The fundamentals look great. The Gerald Mearshart KO looked great. I thought in the Glover fight, or not the Glover fight, the Burns fight, he was just being super aggressive. But I like the variety of attack. I like the heavy leg kicks. I like the hands. He looks like he has the fundamentals there. So it's I like the striking. That's why I pick him against Kamaru and Colby. Andy says he's taking Yuri. Spectre says he's taking Yan. NKS is taking Yuri. Imagine if Yuri versus Glover 2 ends in a draw and the third fight is booked. I don't even know if they book a third fight. They would say, well, Yuri won the first fight, so we are going to move on. If Alex beats Izzy, there would be more likely an immediate rematch, which will be a fourth fight between them. What say you, Joe? I think there would be an immediate rematch. People are going to talk about fights from 5-6 years ago, which were in a different sport. It's a different sport. So, we have to pump the brakes on fights from 5 to 6 years ago in a different sport. It's actually really annoying. Yan. Okay, now you said Yan Prohaska. So you basically said both of them. What's really going to suck, and I love Glover Teixeira, but if he wins and then retires with the belt, what are we going to do with the light heavyweight division? We're just going to give it to Magomed Ankalaev afterwards? So that's kind of throwing me off a bit. They could potentially have 5 fights altogether. Stop it. But yeah, you're right. You're right. Love Lionheart, but if they make him fight Jamal Hill, I think Hill will finish him brutally as well. Yeah, I mean, that's the fight apparently they're going with, it looks like. I think Hill's going to finish him. Anthony Smith is very good, but Jamal Hill has great striking. But I could see Anthony Smith could submit him, though, if he can get him down. So it'd be an interesting one. But I favor Jamal Hill by KO as well. Let's be honest, women can't fight like men. If Esparza had a penis, she would get cut. Probably depends on the division, but most likely. Islam and Oliveira versus Colby. I guess I'm assuming you're not talking about both of them at once. I think Colby probably beats them both. Give the belt to Joey. Okay. Is Jan one of the best strikers in the UFC right now? I mean, he's probably up there. I don't know about one of the best, though, but maybe like top 15. If Izzy beats Alex, he'll be pound for pound 1. With 6 title defenses as long-reigning male champ, and not even Islam beating Alex will put him over Izzy if Izzy loses or retires. Until Izzy loses or retires. I would probably agree with that. Yes, Smith has sneaky BJJ. Agree. I think Magomed is going to have to be the Khabib of heavyweight. Of light heavyweight, you mean? Yeah, probably. Yes, okay. Yes, Smith has sneaky BJJ. How long have you been watching UFC? For about 12 years. I've been watching UFC. Smith is healing up from is still healing up. How is he taking about Hill? Dude, that whole message gave me a brain aneurysm. I don't know. Apparently he's healed up. Maybe they're gonna fight in 2-3 months. Maybe it could be for March. Could be for February. I don't know. Do you agree that Sugar is a top 10 striker in the UFC among all weight classes? No. Among all weight classes, maybe, but I don't think so. You know, off the top of my head, Piotr Jan, Adesanya, Pereira, Robert Whittaker, Piotr Jan. There's probably so many others that I'm not thinking of. Rafael Fiziev. So there's 6. I think Yair's better striker than him. So there's 7. Did I say Robert Whittaker? I don't know. So there's 8. Wonderboy. Connor. So you start getting up in there. Maybe like top 15 strikers. Probably top 15. I would say I would rank Moreno striking probably. I don't know. Nah, probably not. Who else? Corey Sandhagen I would rank above him. So he'd probably be like top 15, top 20. Just off the top of my head. Joey, how devastated were you about 279 card falling apart last minute? Not devastated at all. It was a terrible card. Colby's overrated. The only true number 1 contender is Robert Whittaker. Okay. They're not in the same division, but all right. Sugar versus Jan 2, or Cejudo, or Corey, or Chito 2 for the interim belt. I think it should be Sugar versus Jan 2, in my personal opinion. But they're never going to book that in a million years. I mean, Piotr Jan beat him up for 3 straight rounds. He knew he lost. He buried his head in his hands. He sat on the stool in defeat, and he got a robbery decision. Bro just did Jan dirty, though. No, he didn't. Poirier, Max Holloway, Fiziev, Izzy, Pereira, Prime, Wonderboy, Whittaker, Jan, Yair, Max, Oliveira, Sandhagen. I'd put Sandhagen above Oliveira. Oliveira is just kind of like a brute force type striker. Decently technically. Rob Font's a very good striker as well, but defensively, terrible striker. Giga Chikadze is a very good striker too. Leon Edwards as well. Paulo Costa as well. I mean, there's a lot of good strikers within the UFC. Looking back, how good was Dustin versus Justin? You know, it's been a while since I've seen that, so I don't know. I don't even remember. I remember it was good, but it's been so long. It's been so long. Barboza and Luke. Luke Rockhold? No. Barboza maybe. But he's kind of past his prime at this point. Maybe prime Barboza. Cyril Gane as well is another good striker. Alexander Rakic, another good striker. He's more well-rounded, but he's a very good striker as well. So, yeah. It's crazy. In another universe, Piotr Jan is pound for pound number 1. He's not even on the pound for pound list. That's crazy to me. Jan's not even on the pound for pound list. Absolutely insanity. I think Jan is top 5 pound for pound. And he's not even on the list. Ponzinibbio beat Michel Pereira, another BS judge's call. I can't remember who I scored that for. Justin was beating the brakes off Dustin, and Dustin was just fighting stupid and got caught. Dustin could barely move. I remember he was chopping the legs brutally. Giga I had my reservations about. He started relying too much on Giga kicks, and Cater effed him up. Yeah, couldn't deal with the pressure either. Worst chin in the UFC, off the top of my head, Cody Garbrandt. So is Whitaker. Whitaker's definitely on the list. I didn't list it in any particular order, by the way. I was just naming the guys. I know Robert Whitaker and Colby are not in the same division. However, Robert Whitaker has beaten a lot of number 1 contenders who Colby beat on a winning streak. Nobody. I understand what you're saying now. Whitaker's on the list, but he deserves to be higher. Which specifically? Aljo's a top 5 striker? Yeah. I knew you were joking before I even saw the JK. You didn't even need to put the JK, my friend. I mean, who even thinks Aljo's a top striker? Seriously. Disturbing. Enjoy well-deserved rest, champ. There you go. Has anyone seen that picture of Nate Maness? Dude literally looks like he's about to die. Brandon Vera still fighting? Brandon Vera is still fighting. How old is that guy at this point? I remember when he main evented a fight card against Shogun on Fox Sports. Dude's 45 years old, still fighting. It's been a long time. Yeah, UFC on Fox. That was a good card. 2012 against Shogun Hua. Been 10 years. 10 years. Shogun Hua defeats Brandon Vera via TKO. Lyoto Machida KOs Ryan Bader. Joe Lozon defeats Jamie Varner. Mike Swick defeats DeMarcus Johnson. It was a great card. I didn't know he was still fighting though. He's last fought in April 2021. He's not been super active. He fought once in 2012, once in 2013, once in 2014, once in 2015, once in 2016. Didn't fight in 2017. Fought once in 2018, once in 2019. Didn't fight in 2020. And then fought once in 2021. He's lost his last 2 fights by TKO. And now, they're still trotting him out there, I guess. Pena is a better striker than O'Malley for sure. What about TJ striking? I don't know. It's hard to say. He's kind of washed up at this point. What's up, Tommy? The pound for pound list. You ever try Texas Pete hot sauce? Really good? I think so, but I don't remember. Aljo Pena, top 2 strikers. I would definitely agree with that. Is Silva the greatest striker of all time? Yes. Yeah, Nate Maness dropped to flyweight as far as I understand. What do you think about TJ saying he took the fight because he didn't want to fight someone else to get a shot again? Like SDF, you didn't pull out because you were broke. That's it. Yeah, he could have still got a title shot when he returned. He should have just pulled out. What are you doing tomorrow, Joe? I have to clean 8 houses, gutters for a landlord. I do work for 1,000 day. 1,000 day. I do work for. Are you saying you get paid 1,000 a day? That's pretty good. Or if you're saying you do 1,000 houses per day, that sucks. I'm not sure what I'm doing tomorrow, to be quite honest. Probably just relaxing a little bit. I don't know yet. I got a bunch of stuff to do, but I might just chill tomorrow. Start recording some more prediction videos for UFC 281. Might go play some disc golf, maybe. I don't know. Haven't decided. I need you to come clean my gutters, man. I don't like getting up on the extension ladder. I got some trees near my house. Stop on by, man. Clean my gutters for free. I would appreciate it. Shit, I remember when Brandon Vera was supposed to beat John Jones, and we saw how that went. Very true. I don't remember that, but I know what you're talking about. How would you like Dariush versus Gaethje? How would that go? That'd be debatable, man. I don't know if Dariush can get by the striking of Gaethje, but it'd be interesting. Book it. Got to give Nate Mann his credit, though. Agreed. This is my last Colby comment. However, bet money that Colby will call out the winner of Dustin and Chandler and avoid Hamzat or Bilal. Yeah, probably. Even Burns. Whitaker's so technical. Black belt in Goju Ryu, and I can't read all that. And boxes very well. Yeah, Whitaker is very well rounded everywhere. So, Prime Cody striking, very good. Is Khabib the greatest grappler of all time? Sure. I don't know. That's insane. Nate Maness was big for 135. I don't know if he was big, but maybe. I don't know. Yeah, Khabib is the best wrestling grappler. Agreed. Nate Maness debuted at 155 in the UFC. I did not know that. Yes. Okay, read that. Does Islam win over Charles solidify, in your opinion, Khabib would win against Charles? Yes, 100%. Khabib would wreck Charles, dude. You know what's crazy? I should have took my own advice. If I'm picking Khabib over Charles, why wouldn't I pick Islam over Charles? I just thought Islam would get caught on the feet, kind of waiting for his opportunity to shoot for a takedown. So, is what I'm thinking. I can't believe Brandon Vera is even finding MMA organizations that want to have him. Dustin getting knocked out cold like Tony? No, I do not think so. I think Dustin will probably KO Chandler badly. If I had to guess. Maybe it'll be like the Charles Oliveira KO. So, it's going to be interesting. Let's see. Yeah, I'm just curious if there's any more that's come out. Yeah, there's nothing more that's come out about any potential Brazil fights, UFC 283 fights. I still say the best MMA grappler is GSP. If Bigfoot Silva's getting fights, anyone can. That is very true. I can't believe. I mean, Bigfoot Silva Tapology. Dude hasn't won a fight since 2015. And that's his only fight. He's won one fight since the end of 2013. He got brutalized by Cain Velasquez, which is crazy. That was a heavyweight title fight. Brutalized by Andrei Arlovsky. Brutalized by Frank Mir. He brutalized So Paleli. Then he got KO'd by Mark Hunt. KO'd by Stefan Struve. KO'd by Roy Nelson. Lost the decision to some guy whose name I can't pronounce. Got KO'd by Vitaly Minikov. Got KO'd by Rico Verhoeven. Got KO'd by Gabriel Gonzaga. Got KO'd by Quentin Domingos. I mean, how many is this KOs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Jeez Louise. He's been KO'd in 9 out of his last 10. That's crazy. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. He's lost his last 10 fights, and he's gotten KO'd in 9 out of his last 10. And if you even go further, 11, 12, 13. He's lost 12 out of his last 13 fights and been KO'd in all but 11 of them. Or no, all but 2 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. He's been KO'd in 12 out of 14, and he's lost 13 out of 14, has 1 win. That's crazy. That is absolute straight up insanity. Okay. Fiziev versus Charles, who wins? Not happening, but I would lean Fiziev. Joey, Dustin will humiliate Justin if they fight again. Do you agree? No, not necessarily. I think it could go either way. Bro, Nate Manus is 5'10". I'm 6 foot and I struggle to make 155. That's crazy. Fiziev, okay, read that. Carla beats Weili Zhang. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Whose fights do get you hyped the most? Honestly, I was Oliveira, John Jones. Right now, it depends on the matchup. Like Izzy versus Alex, I'm gonna be very hyped for. So, but if I had to pick one, like who am I most excited to see fight? He hasn't fought since I started the channel, but John Jones. Is GSP double champ status overrated? Yes. He cherry picked a middleweight title shot. Dude, it has to be the cartel or something. I don't know. Chandler too aggressive and powerful for Justin. We'll see. Why is his last fight 2 weeks after coming off an L? No idea. Chandler going to get outstruck. What do y'all mean? Yeah, I think eventually he gets TKO'd, to be quite honest. I'm sleeping, putting the Joey live on my ear. Really, I'm enjoying the discussion. Thank you, Chupa. Thank you, Chupa. You're enjoying the discussions. You're just sleeping with me in your ear. You're sleeping with me in your ear. That's crazy. We got 60 people in here. I wonder how many people are lurking right now. I mean, it's getting kind of late. Not really that late. But we got 60 people in here. We probably got 11 people sending messages in the chat. I wonder who's lurking here right now. There's probably so many people lurking. We haven't even seen their name all chat. But do me a favor, guys. If you have not liked the stream already, like the stream. And thank you, Chupa, for listening to me while you sleep. We'll go for a bit longer. Imagine if Alex and Izzy have a trilogy. How much would it hold up the middleweight division? Not that much. Not that much, because the division is kind of in a stalling right now. How good is Fiziev's wrestling? Is it elite? It's hard to say. It's hard to say. It looked good against Rafael Fiziev, but I think it still leaves a bit of a question mark. It looked good against Rafael Dos Anjos. I said it looked good against Rafael Fiziev. That's how tired I am. But it's hard to say because that's only one fight, one sample size, and it's, it's kind of a aging Rafael Dos Anjos. Joey going to be showing up in Chupa's dream. That is very true. Haha, Joey, come on, my man. My English is broken than Habib. I know, but I'm going to try. Dude, I'm not making fun of you. I appreciate it, man. I didn't even know the English was broken. I appreciate you putting me in your ear. I'm enjoying being inserted into your ear right now. I sleep with you in ear as well. Overthink too much laying in bed at night and have something to listen to. Yeah, I mean, I've put videos on, different videos and stuff on like my bedside stand when I'm going to sleep. Just have it plugged up and listen, and it helps me go to sleep all the time. Oh, y'all's like the stream. Thank you, NKS. Thank you, NKS. And thank you, NKS, for all the chump change this stream. Thank you for everyone donated the chump change. I am going to be getting a new computer hopefully before the end of the year. I need all the money I can get. Joey the GOAT at dealing with trolls. Appreciate you. How much does a champ have to do to get an immediate rematch when they lose their belt? For example, we all know Israel's going to get... I don't know. It all depends on the division, how they lose, the dominance of their wins, how long they've been champ, all those good stuff. Joey, who would win between Brendan Allen and Bo Nickel? Bo Nickel, probably. I think he'd just take Brendan Allen out. Thoughts on Brendan Schaub? It's just... Brendan Schaub is just a cancer to the MMA community. So I don't really have any good thoughts. So I'm just going to keep them to myself. I don't watch Brendan Schaub, so I don't have any thoughts on him really. To be quite honest. Rose vs. Carla 2 is a good way to fall asleep. Yeah, put that on. Put that on. and you will fall asleep right away. Humor me, but what if Izzy and Alex knock each other out simultaneously? I know Chael territory, but that would be fire, I think is what you're trying to say. That'd be insanity. I wonder what would happen. Would it be named a draw? Whoever hits the ground first loses? Who is Bo Nickel going to fight now that Pickett is out? Is Pickett out? I thought they were not fighting until March. He's out of a fight in March and November? That's baffling. Brendan Schaub is a trash can. Hey, man, we got a lot of Brendan Schaubs in here. Brendan Schaub fans in here. Calm down, all right? I mean, how could you not listen to Brendan Schaub? He's so intelligent. He's such a wealth of information. He's so accurate with everything that he discusses. How can you not like Brendan Schaub, for real? That's sarcasm for anyone listening to this and not realizing that. That's nothing but straight up sarcasm. How did I end up this far up? Okay, no. Okay. He needs to get slapped. I don't know about all that. I think that's a bit extreme. I think that's a bit on the extreme side, but maybe. I just can't believe people watch him. I mean, people watch him, so let's go look. YouTube.com. Okay, hold on 1 second, guys. I don't even know what Brendan Schaub's channel is. I'm just going to search Brendan Schaub. I hope YouTube doesn't start recommending me this shit. Oh, please no. Yeah, I mean he doesn't get great views, to be quite honest. I thought he'd get better views than this. 14K, 41K, 20K, 39K, 80K. That's good. 4.8K, that's it. When Brendan Schaub's UFC 280 picks, that's crazy. That's absolute insanity. Joey, I still haven't recovered from 280. I don't think anyone has. No more women's main events. We'll see. Schaub said today about Nate, for those of us with a few more brain cells, his including himself in that list was legit the funniest joke he's ever told since he started commenting. Said today about Nate, for those of us with a few more brain cells. Well, I don't understand exactly what he said. I'm having a hard time understanding that message. I just had deja vu. Alex is a killer outside of the cage as well. Izzy got his hands full. Chandler, Pereira, Whaley, parlay. Izzy got his hand. Chandler, Pereira, Whaley, parlay. Nah, I think Poirier. I think you go Adesanya, Poirier, Whaley, parlay. Well, what's going on, Ralph? Thank you for being a member, by the way. How does Chael manage to make a 16-minute video every day about the most random shit? Like, Islam is still champ will be the thumbnail. He'll find a way to make a whole ass video about it. That's because he has an intro, an outro, a 2-minute ad, and then he talks in circles for the other time. No valuable information at all. Absolutely no valuable information at all. So, I can't believe, I thought Brendan Schaub did better views than this. He doesn't really do that great of views. I thought it'd be a lot more. I mean, even his banner is garbage. Yeah, I wonder how this channel... I mean, doesn't he have like 17 channels, though? I'm surprised. I thought he was getting like hundreds of thousands of views, to be quite honest. I've never looked at his channel in depth. But yeah, Chael's hurting for money, to be honest. Have you seen the clip of Charles crying in the locker room after the loss? No, I have not. I have not seen that. I've heard that came out, but I have not seen that. I'll have to check that out. It's in the Thrill and Agony, right? I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll have to see. We'll have to see what happens But I'm sure he's upset, you know. I think we'll have to see, you know. I mean, everyone's upset. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore at this point. Joey, who would win between Jack Della Maddalena and Vicente Luque right now? I don't know, man. Vicente Luque is kind of falling off a cliff. Food Truck Diaries is decent sometimes purely for the guest. Yeah, I don't feel like anyone's actually watching Schaub for Schaub. Remember when Ben Rothwell knocked out Brendan Schaub? Vaguely, yes. Yes, the Thrill and Agony came out. 280 came out. The clip being mentioned is in there. I saw the picture of it. I did see the picture of it. So we so I'll have to check it out is what I'm saying. Joey's a true Alex doesn't like MMA. Alex Pereira, I have no idea. I have no idea. I'm pretty sure Brendan Schaub started out on tough. Yes. He lost to Roy Nelson in the finals, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. He ended up getting crucifixed by Roy Nelson and the shit beat out of him. I can't believe Brendan Schaub was ever. I mean, dude, I mean, seriously. Who watches this shit? He has like 1,000,000 channels. He has 1,000,000 different channels. But I guess is that what Brendan Schaub is nowadays? Is he just a YouTube personality? Is he anything more than a YouTube personality nowadays? Kane is the best heavyweight of all time? No. I mean, maybe. It's possible. I don't know who's the best heavyweight. I say Stipe probably. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I read that. I remember you telling us someone doesn't even like MMA. It was a fighter. I don't remember. There's plenty of them that don't even like MMA. Would Prime Cain Velasquez be in the top 5? Yes, for sure. He might even be champ right now. He'd probably beat Ngannou. Chael loves the sound of his own voice, possesses a hype that literally no one is thinking about, gets angry at mythical collective us, solves his own hypo, and smugly closes his segment undefeated. And he crosses his legs 1,000,000 times. I seen that one time in one of his videos. Someone timestamped all the like 17 different all the 17 different leg crosses we had there. Is there anybody in here who watches a lot of Chael Sonnen? Is there any people in here who watch a lot of Chael Sonnen or no? I'm curious. If you do, let me know. If you do, let me know. All right, guys, we're going to go for a little bit longer, okay? I'm getting very, very tired, and I can't even stay on topic anymore. So we're going to go for a little bit longer, and then I'm out of here. So any final questions? I don't know. I might be live tomorrow. I might not be live tomorrow. So we'll see what happens. Would you rather watch Esparza Namajunas 2 or Brendan Schaub comedy Esparza Namajunas 2? I used to watch Chael. Super random, but I love to see Prime Kurokop versus Gon. That is super random, but that would be cool. Uncle Chael is the man, lol. I used to, but his videos just started to make no sense. Yeah, he used to be all right when he first started the YouTube channel way back in the day. Schaub is a full-time podcaster now. He's replacing Tito as MMA's mascot. Okay, I didn't know for sure if he was or wasn't. Hell no, Chael Sonnen gets nowhere in his topic. Yeah, he can't retain my attention. Used to watch him, but his rants are too much, talks in circles. It makes no sense. I used to watch him every morning. If you think his videos in more of a satirical way, he's hilarious. Yeah, I don't know. I used to watch him like when he first started his YouTube channel, long before it was even considered like, oh, Chael was doing YouTube. Schaub does comedy shows, but his revenue is from YouTube. He barely has any comedy ticket sales, and he goes after YouTubers who critique him and are smaller. That's crazy. Eventually, that YouTube is going to die off for him, I would imagine. I mean, the hate watching of him has to stop. People are just giving him airtime. I can't believe. I mean, maybe he's alright. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and shit on the guy too much. It's just not for me. That's my thought process. When he had a podcast set up at the very beginning of his channel, those videos were the best. What's annoying is you can't sort on YouTube by oldest anymore, so I can't find them. Has the UFC gone downhill recently? There's boom and bust all the time, peaks and valleys all the time. So I think I'm going to get out of here, guys. I'm tired. I need to go to bed. If you guys need more MMA content, go watch Brendan Schaub. If you're watching and you're not subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Bunch of UFC 281 predictions coming your way very, 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 very soon. I might stream tomorrow. I might not stream tomorrow. I don't know. I got to work on videos, so I don't know. Thank you guys all for all the donations. Thank you for watching. Thanks for participating in the conversation. Thanks for all the chump change. I appreciate you guys. I'm out of here. Good night.